Friday night, and you're with Rick Serra, and it's cocktail hour time. Cocktail hour with Rick is in session. Friday the 23rd. How are all you? How ours? Terrible. I'm so sorry that you had to hear that poorly worded sentence and that I was tardy. I'm so sorry. So, Dalton is here. Brendan, and thank you for mentioning the post for transportation costs to get Nirmal's mother transported from where she has been to near Nirmal. And medical transport's a pricey thing. Gary, hello. Eros MNMI. Janice Lease, hello for Darlene as well. A little bit rainy in Prescott Valley. Hi, Kimbra. Jimmy Rick. Hello, Olga from Greece. Roy Quitter. AJ, Vintage. Hey, Paul. Nos. Turtle Truck. Hello. Mike Clemens. Tim Weber. Maria G. Brendan L. Shiley Cowan. Sol Cecita. Nirmal. Amanda K. Swanson Bronson Johnson. I love saying that. Very popular name you have, Bronson. Ryan. Robert Ryan, rather. Sorry. Robert Ryan. I don't know why I go right for the Ryan. But I'm into kind of like spy movies or books. And I still, follow when it comes out anything about, what's the character's name? I think the last name is Ryan. And kind of a military espionage thing, descend into the absurd. Wow, you guys have been here for a while, haven't ya? Chatting away there. Wow. All right, let me get down to live. So as I posted, yes, we would be happy if you could help Nirmal. If you can't, I understand. Nirmal, you should feel free to randomly at different times just post the link for anybody that might. There she goes, is the link. So, every, 15, 20 minutes, if you feel like putting it, putting it up again for new people. And I got an email, and gosh, I'm forgetting who it was. And their mother passed. And they sent a message, and I wanted to recognize him and tell him how I'm sorry about his mother passing, and that, I can understand temporarily the method to deal is drinking and staying stoned, but it's not a long-term plan. If you need help, there are groups out there to help people with grief. And obviously you're in the middle of it right now. I just wish I knew who his name was. Darlene, maybe I can get her to look up the email to remind me when she gets onto the show. She's a little tardy as well. Enjoying a rainy afternoon in the desert sounds pretty sweet to me. I know you don't get a lot of rainfall there. Sol Cecita is basically just, I think, into Mexico over the border with southwest Texas. I actually know a family think it's called Eagle Pass is the name of their town. I'm not sure if that's near Solcita or if I've ever asked her about that. Hey, Kurt from Seattle. Yeah, K1 has just gotten the rain, nice relief. We've had a couple of days where the temperature was in the low 80s and the humidity wasn't here. Oh, that's been nice. The only sad thing is, oh, that's far from you? Okay, I think we did talk about that once before. So the pool's getting a little cool overnight, but oh well. I'll put the solar cover back on and it'll warm back up. Hello, Nathan. Nathan Rita. So, I said something the last time. We were asking people to actually consider giving us donations by PayPal instead of here as a super chat. As unfortunately, PayPal, whatever it's called, whatever controls it all, Google, they're taking half of all donations on super chat, 50%. Started doing it to me the 1st of July. So now I'm asking people to consider if they give a donation instead, you could give it to bojangle@aol.com. And I'll have Darlene put up the proper link for that as well. So, you know, if you can't afford to give, I never ever beg. People are generous and I appreciate that, but I know people are not happy to hear this. And AOL is a viable platform for email. It actually was purchased by Verizon, and all of the people who had Verizon email went to the AOL for email because they got hacked. So that's the way that went. So when you can, please post the PayPal contact address, sweetie. So if you give 20, you give 10, you give 5, like something like that, please consider the other way. It's I asked them, I contacted them. Hey there, Big Yards from Germany. Pleasure to see you here, or at least the text that you typed. Welcome. Enjoy the show. So, I'm sorry earlier to hear about your friend passing. Thank you, Scott. And I know your family has not been, unfortunately, touched by serious illness. God bless you. And unfortunately, you know, the man was ready to go over actually while we were still in Nashville, but he held on. I just hope he didn't suffer any more than necessary.
Good morning from Ireland.
Good morning. And actually, Dennis, thank you, T. Gore. Thank you very much. Uh, Dennis is lifelong friend of one of my best friends in life now. So since he was hurting, I was praying for him. And I asked for you guys to pray as well. So thank you so much for doing that. His name, Dennis. He loved going to the gym with my friend and working out. They shared a little inhalable libation together afterwards.
No, Dennis was never in one of our live streams.
And Dennis, and actually our friends, we don't put them on camera. If they're on the live stream, they're in the background, off camera, like my wife, who occasionally is on camera.
Dr. Namal, Stephen
So,
Hicks.
Like again, I don't want to make a lot of it, but it's posted on there. Darlene just posted it a moment ago. bo.jangle@aol.com if you want to use
That is
PayPal
Danielle Redmond.
and give it as a gift. And Danielle did it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Danielle. So Danielle, who's always giving us a donation, the same amount, she just did it right to PayPal. So my numbers are going to go down on the channel, so whippity-doo. My big thing is to have access to the audience, you guys, to be able to continue the show and to make up new content, new videos
Hey, Mike.
in different
We got
ways.
it, Danielle. Thank you so much.
So we got the Danielle Redmond, and thank you very much. So, and thank you, Stefan. Yeah, there is
Thank you,
unfortunately a lot of people that are coming up through, the group of our cocktail hour viewers, and they have needs. And I want you to know that you're able to and encouraged, if you're hurting, you need some help, say something here on the channel.
Don't know yet, Amanda. I think they're
We
going to
need
try.
you to tell us if there's something that we could do. We can all at least pray, and a lot of us are willing to do that. So if you're in need of some help, please reach out to us. Let us know your need. You can write me a note at rick.adr@aol.com anytime, and I will get back to you. We will consider where you are. Well, that's good. I'm glad that was probably because of out of respect and everything else, Nirmal, and I appreciate that. But you let yourself be willing to try to reach out, and I think we showed you that we're serious. So, anybody in the future, keep that in mind.
Amanda Kay said, is a new season of ADR really happening?
It is. Yes, it is. We thankfully have some light at the end of the tunnel of darkness. And I don't know if it's going to be August or September, but the likelihood for new shooting and some episodes is better now than it has been for a year. So yay to everything getting better. We have to be fully vaccinated, but then we are going to be allowed to re-enter the Canadian countryside over that Niagara Falls entry. Yes. And
That's right.
that's where our peeps are up there. They're in Hamilton, Ontario.
Hey,
And
Big
Toronto's just down the road from where they are. So we're going to be looking around and looking for some locations to shoot. We may find that we come back over to this side of the border for a location that we didn't pick up before. That would be technically in the Buffalo, New York suburbs, northern suburbs, of course. Did you really, Danielle? She lived in Canada for 5 years. I miss it. Well, it's definitely a cooler place to live, but I don't think compared
Scott.
to some of the European nations, the northern nations, it's worse than what you have in Sweden, Denmark, or whatever. What?
Read Scott Bagley's comment.
Scott?
Bagley.
Rick and Darlene, I thought I'd just let you know that your show is one of the favorite shows on YouTube. I'd love to see who the people are that rate me this way, and then they can subscribe too. But I'm glad to hear any good feedback. That's great. It just warms my heart.
Did you have them all post her?
Yes, she already did it once, and she's going to do it periodically during the show tonight.
Hey, Danny.
So we would love to be in Canada, and I'd love to show you some views, even if I went back and shot some footage just of the waterfall. That's never tiring to see. It's still a beautiful sight anytime. Nighttime, they have crazy lighting
Thanks, Robert Ryan.
on the falls. That's spectacular to see at night too. If you ever get a chance, it's certainly worth stopping at Niagara Falls and enjoying the view. Try to go to both sides. Both sides give you a perspective, the Canadian side and the American side.
Hey, Swanson Brunson Johnson. Oh, somebody asked how ghost hunting went the other night.
Never went. Unfortunately, I never went. Things didn't work out.
Gary Baba Booey.
I go over to visit Dan, and it isn't uncommon that we just start chatting and looking at stuff on his monitor, or it's actually a television, I guess, in his living room.
Oh, links.
But he doesn't have channels, it's a YouTube channel, basically. It's anything that's streamed.
Links, Linz, lost their grandma yesterday.
I am very sorry to hear. We have another person in their family has sadness and has to deal with the loss of a grandmother. Linz, I'm so sorry. I'm glad we're going to be here to try to give you something to take your mind off of this, but deepest condolences to you and the loss of your grandmother. God bless her spirit, all that she did and all she gave her life long. And now she's in the next realm. And I pray that we will all be there one day. And we get to maybe see what the whole thing was about, and maybe we'll do it again. Who knows? It's up to the creator what happens, I guess, So that's why I do say, remember, just enjoy yourself every day as much as you can, because this is, as far as I know, this is the main show of the mortal life. The immortal life is supposed to be perpetual. So, but I don't know what it's like. So since I don't know about it, it's scary. Isn't that right? I look like I got two black eyes. Look at that, with the shadow, I got black eyes. Yes, Dali beat me up. And look what my poor face looks like. It's terrible. Everybody's up. Retro Mod Girl, thank you so much. You just gave on PayPal. Now, and Michael Haas, thank you very much. If you want to type your nickname in there, is there a way they can say that as a message? I don't know if you can send a little message that shows your actual screen name so we don't read your given name if you don't want it. But I didn't see the opening ceremony, but I love the Olympics. What happened, Muffin? The dumpster fire Olympics. I mean, there have been a lot of comments back and forth as to whether or not they shouldn't have even held the Olympics the way things are in Japan. I mean, right now, and I'm not sure where Potato Kartoff is, if he's on here. Potato, are you in here? He lives,
That's
of
a long
course.
time ago, Swanson.
He doesn't live necessarily right next to where the Olympics are, but he is in part of Japan, and he that's how you really supposed to say it. Not in Japan. Sound like I'm from down south. I went to Japan. Yep, look it up there, Paul. That's how it's enunciated by other people. People that are like educated and stuff that really say big words all the time. People like, not me, other people. Sometimes you see them on shows like, what's it called? I'm trying to think of the stupid show that just is the government and television, televised coverage, C-SPAN. or anything on public television or Jeopardy, because Occident instead of accident. I don't know what that meant. So I am happy to say that the basement floor has a coat of concrete floor paint. What does that mean? It means that the next steps coming from this are let the stuff cure,
Code number 2.
and then, well, after the second coat, we could actually put stuff in there.
Trim has to go in next.
Trim can be done. We can still put stuff in there. You don't need, you want to leave it empty until?
Well, wouldn't it be easier for you to put the trim in with nothing there?
Yeah. All right. Well, then I have to install ceiling and baseboard trim, and then what else? Install the television mount. Install a new cable box connector, which is easy, just 2 screws after you screw the cable onto the back. But I'm replacing all the electrical outlets and all the switches. Whenever I do an area of the house, I've been doing that from room to room. I replace the outlets and switches because some of these have been used since the beginning of the house.
Trim and mount.
Trim and mount?
Swanson, Johnson, Bronson. Trim
Yeah.
and mount.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to trim and mount, all right. I wish that Bronson could come here because I'd really like to mount his horse saddle. Yeah. And I would hit him with the, and see how much we get going.
Hey, Brandon. Oh,
All right, Swanson. Bronson Johnson. Ha.
Yeehaw!
Extra amount. I'd have to use Polydent. And make sure you don't lose hold. The big bottle of water here.
You got that at Dan's, I'm sure.
Yes.
He buys that.
We have to buy this. I buy a Big Lots spring water. Yeah, and that's not all vodka. Actually, it was filtered water. I refilled
Hey,
it.
hi, Brandon's mom.
The
Pam.
Rough Rider's right, Mike. That's exactly it.
Say hi to Pam. It's Brendan's mom.
Really? Brendan's mom?
Is Pam.
Pam.
Not the Pam you know.
Not the Pam I know, another Pam. And it's a pleasure to have you watching the show, ma'am. Yes, Avion for Dan or Dylan, you know, and then some Perrier if they want to splurge. Polyethylene Pam? I don't know. No, she's not. She's just old Pam. Not the stuff you spray on a surface to cook your food.
Beg yards. No, we stream from wherever we are. We're home in Maryland right now. So
Yes.
You're on air deck.
This is the back deck and you're looking out, and I guess you can't see, but I'll do some
You can see
really
the pool.
good. There, you can see the pool back there now. We have this nice little screen house up here. It's got damage to the roof. We have to sew it up. I have to paint the mount for my umbrella. I put it down below.
And sometimes we
Black spray paint,
live
and then
stream
we'll...
from our sunroom. Once the basement's finished, if the weather's too hot,
Mike,
or
I
too
haven't.
cold, we'll be down there.
Now, whose mama is this?
Brendan's.
Bre-
Brendan.
All right,
I'm
Brendan.
saying it correctly.
You need to correct Mike Clemens, and it was her 58th birthday yesterday. Well then, you know what? Brendan,
Hey, Potato.
Pam, I'd like to sing to you. Are you still here?
Just think.
We always have to acknowledge people's birthdays. So here we go, Pam. Make sure I don't screw up. I missed the high note last time. I don't usually do that.
Of course you do.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pam. I went down in the register so I wouldn't mess up. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Well, it was
birthday,
yesterday,
Pam.
but we're still saying happy birthday and many more.
Hey guys, hit
Hope
that
you had a
like
good
button.
day.
Hit that like button, please. We have
Remember,
48 likes and 82 in the room.
yeah, we love the likes. And I know that some people, when they come in, they're so anxious, they just forget to click the like button, which you can't click when you're in the chat. So that means you have to back step out one to the room, from the room to the channel,
T-Board, no, we've never been
click
to
like, and then hop back in anytime, but please do it before the end of the show. It's really important for us to have a lot of likes.
T-Board wanted to know if we ever traveled to Europe.
I have not gotten that, but I have a potential goal, at least, if reality comes and money is allowable for it. I have made acquaintances over there with other
Over
YouTube
where?
people over in Europe,
England.
and it's in England I would be starting, but I know these folks have traveled all over, so maybe I could get a little bit of an opportunity to tag along or something. In Bavaria, thank you, Mr. or Miss Gore. That would be great. Have you ever heard of finders, beepers, history seekers? It's those guys who have already, I think it's mutually understood. They come here, if they came through this area, I would try to help them out, and they already offered the same. Just the reality of getting over that Atlantic Ocean is just a little bit of time to get over it. It's a couple hours, isn't it?
It's the cost more than the time.
And it's only a couple thousand one way, maybe, or maybe a round trip a couple
Thanks,
thousand.
Nicole.
Gary, I like to make everybody smile.
Yeah,
Just
Robert.
across the pond, Robert, exactly. Just a little tiny bit of water. It used to take, what, a couple of months for a ship to sail across? Now we can fly across in a couple hours.
7 hours.
What's that?
That's what T. Gore said, 7 hours.
Flying time?
That's less than Hawaii.
It's less than Hawaii, yes. But there's no stop in the middle
Correct.
because there isn't really anything there except for a ridge on the seafloor of upwelling igneous metamorphic processes pushing the Atlantic plate apart, pushing North America and South America, or at least more North America, westward, and Europe eastward. Because they used to be like that when it was Pangea. You ever hear Pangea? Yes, it's a little thing. You used to be able to get it out of a container and you add a little bit of water, stir it up, put it right in the frying pan. You have some great Pangea cakes. No, of course, that was when all the land masses were fairly close together. Extra pushing, that's right, Jennifer. She knows all about geology. That's why you don't fly, Swanson. Kimbra, angel, I thought you could fly anyway. Because you're an angel. Quit laughing, Bo. I thought that was a laugh from Bo, but it was just a little burp, burp.
Get him, Bo. Go get him.
Pushing with more cushion. Yes, Jimmy Rick, we know about that.
Go
Tell
get him.
us about plate tectonics and the causes of tsunamis. Yes, Bud's Red Hots.
Hey, Gia, first-time viewer of the Cocktail Hour.
So some of the floor of the sea does a little boop. When it does that little boop, because of geologic forces, it pushes the water up. And then it has an effect to push the water
Did you hear me?
all the way towards the directions, both directions actually, from the source.
Did you hear me? You have a first-time viewer.
Where?
Gia.
Gia?
GIA.
All right, I'm looking, because I need to see this. First time viewer of Cocktail Hour with Rick. Gee, I am great, and I am so happy that you are catching us.
Oh, T. Gore is first-time viewer, too.
And Tigor too? Okay, look. We have a tradition. Since about March, we'd like everybody who's a first-time viewer, if you'd please send us an email and send us your name and your mailing address, and we'd like to send you a little gift. I mean, we've even sent the gift as far as Greece. So we certainly can send it to you wherever you are. So that's your name and your mailing address to rick.adr
I already put it
at AOL.com, as was posted by Darlene a moment ago.
Hey, Carla,
And
are you on?
Carla
Goldstein.
Goldstein. Hi, Carla.
Somebody say hi to Carla.
Hi to Carla. Louise and Hounds. More new people.
No, they're welcoming first-timers, Rick.
Oh. Rick will corrupt you.
Carla is there. Hey, Carla, how you doing?
Hello, Carla.
That's right, Jimmy Rick.
This is actually not the dark side. If anything, this is the light side. The white light, the love, positivity. That's
Hey, Jim
what
Faust.
this channel
Send us your name and mailing
strives to
address.
be. My content is whatever I feel like doing at the time. It is pretty varied. If you take a look at the different playlist titles from the channel screen, I communicate regularly using the community bulletin board, and we even give out gifts to new subscribers. We usually throw in maybe a little freebie here and there to people whenever they buy any merch anyway. Oh, we do have merch at ricksarahstar.com. Not a lot, just a little bit of this and that. And it does include 2 different designs of t-shirts. So the merch is there if you'd like it. Frankly, we have not sold a lot of t-shirts. I think 27 or 28 was just sold recently.
Hey,
Yes,
T. Gore.
in about a year, we've only sold about 28 shirts. So
Is that a
it's okay.
military address? T. Gore, is that a military address? I just address it just like that?
Yeah, military address it'd probably be like APO, blah,
okay,
blah,
you
blah.
don't have to do anything.
Okay, yeah.
All
All right, well, we got,
you got it.
so we have a military member of our fighting forces defending this country, and God bless you and thank you for serving for us. Proud to have you and all of those who put their life on the line, and not just in the armed services, but also in the police, firefighting, and emergency services across the board. Thank you all very much. If you're in this group, thank you. My father was in World War II. He was trained to be a bombardier. When he went into basic training, and after he did testing, he hit second lieutenant. and he was told that he could actually apply for any of the Air Force positions. He could have been a pilot, navigator, bombardier, wingman, whatever he wanted, because he tested so high. And then he was told by a friend, hey, do you want to go over there and fight? Well, if you really don't want to, choose bombardier. They have more than they can use. So my dad chose bombardier.
Question. Nicole, is that pic of you in your undies still up on your website?
Yeah, we're still selling that, right?
We're selling it, but I don't know what they mean by up on your
It's
website.
on ricksarastar.com.
Yes,
it's
a
a
4 by
4x6 print for sale for, what is it, $5, $6? So we do have photographs as part of our merch, and anything you'd like me to write that'll fit on the photo, I will personalize the photograph. So I tried to join the Air Force, but my parents wouldn't let you. Well, they wanted to keep son home close because things were dangerous and scary at that time.
Still will.
And it's, if anything, it's only worse in the past 10 years. So 9/11 2021 is coming up this year, right? And that'll be the 20th anniversary of the attack. I can't believe it's already been 20 years since 9/11, but I don't think anybody's forgotten it at all.
Yeah, we'll have to do a cleansing.
A cleansing, Paul?
Soon.
Soon, maybe
Maybe Tuesday.
maybe Tuesday we'll do a cleansing. So what is a cleansing, everybody? I have a theory. My theory is based on the world according to Rick Serra, so you may not understand this.
Excuse me. I gotta go
See what this is? Okay. But here's the deal.
Oh,
We use different approaches sometimes. We're forced because we can't get rid of our, you know what, number two. It's all to this or to that. It won't come out. And my gosh, I can't stand it. I'm so constipated. You look like that a little bit. So, my plan has been to try to help you get rid of that compacted bowel that's stuck in your colons and your intestines. I visualize, and then symbolically, I use a bottle formerly filled with enema solution. These were CVS brand, not name brand. And I will do a little thing like that and call out your name and say you are blessed. Now this is a blessing that is non-denominational. It's non-religious. It is just from me to you. It's something I've created. And I don't know, but I think because of the requests that this has a positive effect on people. Hear me in this location, you where you are, and I completely clean you out. Completely. I just came up with completely instead of completely. What do you think, Robert? Was that funny? You want the bless? Pig rivet? Well, I'm not really prepared, but for the sake of argument, you are cleansed. May you feel lighter in your step and more at calm and ease within your body. So I just gave a quick example to Pig Rivet, who needed it right now. But Tuesday, I'll have all the accoutrements out, and we will do it correctly. So come back Tuesday for that.
When you took your nap, you took the phone off the hook
Yes, I did.
and you didn't put it back on.
No.
Now your mom thinks something wrong with the phone because she couldn't make a phone call.
Oh.
I straightened her out on that. Got her to make a phone call on her phone. She was worried about the AC because she was hot. But it's on now, so.
Because it was probably up too high. And it isn't that hot in the house. Things solved while I am asleep. Isn't that great? Thank you, Kimbra, for really nice spelling of my new term, completely. I completely clean the person.
Oh my God.
Isn't that funny?
I don't know what it is.
She doesn't know if it's funny or not.
No, it is funny.
So
But
keep,
now you're going to be walking around going completely.
I won't say it all the time.
Completely. Or is it completely or completely?
Completely.
Who came up
K-U-M.
with that? You didn't come up
I just
with it.
did.
You did?
Yep.
That shocks me.
Why? Because I...
Yeah, Mike, I am so lucky.
Hey, Potato Kartoff, I was looking for you.
Oh, get teased me.
A little concerned about that damn pandemic virus bullcrap bothering your country. And now with the Olympics just starting up.
Don't get into
What do you think?
it. Don't get into it.
Since you're there, what do you think of the whole thing? Can it be done safely? They can be, Tigor.
Yep, see, you never know till you join us.
That's all you needed to know, is to come here, check out this Rick Serra guy. And you never know what will happen. Toilet humor to the left, toilet humor, and it's tool it. Because, of course, that's how I mispronounce instead of saying toilet or toilet. Toil, A-E-T sounds like A in
And
French, so it's
glad you did.
toilet.
Jimmy Rick,
Je travaille
I always
le
see
salle
him.
de bain au coucher.
What the hell?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oh, please don't try and sing that song.
That was,
That was a good disco dance.
that was, who were they? The sisters? Pointer sisters? No,
She's
Sister
been around-
Sledge? No.
One, it's a female singer, one lady, and I cannot remember her name. She's been around forever.
Who sang Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Lady Marmalade.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's the name of the song, not the name of
Oh,
the
that's
singer.
called the song. What's the Toilet Sisters?
I don't
No.
think it was Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge? Rick, do you sing in the shower? No, I don't do that, Jimmy Rick. I honestly don't.
She was Will Smith's mother on a TV show. She does a lot of cooking, but she's a really good singer.
She's good in the kitchen and in front of the
LaBelle.
microphone.
LaBelle, Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle, how can we mess that up? Oh, I need a drink.
Brendan, you need another one?
No, I'm good. I just needed a drink of this one.
Patti LaBelle, and I really like her.
And Paul, you like the process? Paul, if you were here, I'd like to directly inject it on camera.
Oh, God.
Would you be okay with that,
No,
Paul?
no.
Right out here on the patio, and after whatever happens, I can hose it off into the grass. What do you think, Paul? I'll fly you here. Sub coach. You actually have to hold on to the wing and get strapped in. It's only $50 round trip. I can afford that. I'll send you a warm parka.
Okay, guys, hit that like button, please. We only have 72 and we have 90 in the room.
Oh my gosh, there's some people who need to click that button. Just hop out, click like, and come back in, re-enter the chat.
Did you tell them,
Turdland. What?
Did you tell them about your dump visit today?
Oh yeah, I went to the dump. I did actually told them about it during the preview for or announcement for this great show, and it was 111 degrees in Idaho. Holy shit! I am sorry. Well, it was in the mid-low 80s today here. I have to say I was happy about that. Come here, Bo. Come here. People like to see you once in a while.
You know why he was barking?
No.
Across the street, we're all coming out of the house, getting in the car. They're going for snowballs.
Oh.
He doesn't like that.
You wanted to get a snowball? Or something, huh? A little treat for you? Some kind of a good thing. So this is my son, my fur baby, Bo, B-O-H. He comes here once in a while, don't you? Yeah, you like to. Thank you for the kiss. Come up a little bit. Come up a little bit. I am a good boy, and I'd like you all to tell your friends to also subscribe to this channel, the Rick Serra channel. We can get it over 10,000 with your help. Please. We're just hoping for such a great thing to happen. My owner here will love it. So please, and thank you. Thank you, Bo.
He looks very comfortable.
Thank you, Bo, for being so good for helping me with that announcement. Yes. We're not quite sure. Oh.
Oh, the solo cup. It's not a real solo cup. It's a plastic, heavy-duty plastic.
So.
Hey, thanks, Eric.
So I'm reading that Potato Kartoff was in agreement with others in terms of probably wasn't a good idea to continue to put this on, even though it was well planned and everything. And you think the Olympics will ruin us all? I tell you, it's kind of a weird thing. Hey, Eric Charlie, thank you, and happy Friday to everybody in Iowa, IA, where it's 111 degrees today. I'm using a Solo Jazz Cup. What do you do with the Solo Jazz Cup?
No, he's just sitting on the deck. See, somebody thought that was they never saw a baby blue solo cup.
Yeah, it's actually a molded plastic cup. It's not a one-time and throw-away cup.
No, Scott, he's just sitting on the deck, looking over his domain.
I'm sitting on a chair.
And he is taking a dump.
I'm not taking a dump right here.
Oh, you're not? Oh, I thought you were. Smelled like it.
Oh my God, she's sick. So, we're at 49 minutes and going on 50. We are asking people that if you're considering giving us a little tip, we appreciate it, but consider using our PayPal, personal PayPal, and click gifts and send it to bo.jangle@aol.com. That'll be the identification for it. And we're doing this, and I'm bringing this up only because the super chat money, 50% of it is being kept by YouTube, where they were keeping 33%. I understand through people that have been on previous cocktail with Rick that they'd heard that there was some kind of a computer glitch with YouTube, and that everybody is having that problem, but they're not in any hurry to correct it. So everybody's having this done.
We got it, Tigor.
Not
Thank
nice. Not nice. So 50%. Yes. Yes, Bobby. That isn't that right? So, you know, I'm fighting back. And this is what we'll do until I get them to go back to where they were supposed to stay. Because I accepted that as basically cost of, providing us with the bandwidth and etc. to do this. Maybe a little less would be better, but I was handling the third. I didn't want to tell you all about it, but it is what it is. You got to pay to play. But 50%, forget that crap. So if you want to give us $10, $20, don't do it here. Please do it on the PayPal. I'll give it to you again. If you if you need the address. All right, enough with that. So back when the AOL, or not AOL, ADR news actually of Canada opening, such a good bit of news. I caught wind of it, and then Dan caught wind of it after myself, and we both had contacted each other. Did you hear? Did you hear? So
don't worry about it, Jim. Not a big
I'm ready
deal.
to drag my camper up there just to be able to do it, because I don't know if we really have the money to be putting in a motel. I know I don't have a lot. And Dan's been just getting back on his feet. But then we got an offer for us to stay with someone there. You might have heard of him anyway. He's got a little channel called Bright Sun Films. Jake Williams has offered to let Dan and I stay at his place. He's got a condo.
Better than dragging the camper. To tell the truth.
Yeah.
You need a refresh.
I'm good still. And then Brennan hopes to be moving into his home by the end of the month. So might be even able to crash there. Just bring a couple of an air bed or something. So this is what is going to happen. We're going to get ourselves up there, and we're going to shoot some stuff. We're going to shoot some other dirty rooms, of course, some nasty motels, and we're probably going to look at some other footage. I certainly am. Some footage that could probably be, say, ASMR material at least. Some nice landscapes for you to enjoy. Yes. No, he didn't buy an abandoned Canadian mansion. He got a little more practical house in an occupied neighborhood with working power and everything like that is in good shape, but it's like you need to do a little this and that to make it the way you want it. Yeah, Mike, Canada, I've only gone the one time. I've wanted to do some extensive touring in Canada and was about to when, the year that COVID hit, we were planning on going to Nova Scotia in 2020. Didn't do that, obviously. So, and we didn't plan it this year because we just were still up in the air. But now that this has come through, I will be definitely looking towards planning something. I've heard it. The Canadian national anthem, I've heard it. But I'm sorry I can't sing it now. Why do you want to blame Canada? I love Canada. What a great country. So no, I wouldn't touch Canada. Canada is good the way it is. Hello, Jason Seanwise, who's in the room now. And Amanda Kay. Just looking for anybody that might have slipped in here that I have not seen and recognized.
What sport would you want to be in as an Olympian, Rick?
Discus.
Really?
Yeah, so I used to be in track and field. I did shot put and I did discus. And just to, this was very young, folks, okay? I was like, 15 to 17. 3 years on the track team, 10th, 11th, and 12th grades.
Hey, Nancy, hello.
I got varsity letter and letters and etc. I graduated with that honor. You could put them on your jacket and that kind of cool stuff.
Amanda?
Great news. Very happy for you.
I don't think he has, Scott. Rick, did you ever watch Angry Grandma on YouTube?
Is that the lady who is the weed smoker?
I have no idea.
I saw the lady who smokes weed and does other kind of stuff. Is that right? But I don't know if she was Angry Grandma. I know there's this.
I'm Angry Grandma.
There's this guy. I don't know if this is who Angry Grandma is. He does stuff to his grandma and says stuff and gets her to reply, and he messes with her horribly. Is that the same character you're talking about? You know who I'm talking about? I think it's supposed to be your grandson. Oh, Canada, da 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 da. I think that's the tune. Is that right? I'd love to get to Costa Rica. Hey, did you like that? Shock absorbers built into the camera, keeping it from going ricked out because I touched the screen. Oh no, don't touch it, Rick!
Oh, I hope you have that on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, I have it on Do Not Disturb.
That's good.
That's one thing I did. I put my cell phone on Do Not Disturb, and I put the phone off the hook for the house phone.
Yes, J. Herbert 302. Hopefully after Canada opens up, maybe August, September.
I'd like to take Bo and Dolly up there, but we are going to definitely be back at the beach, Assateague Island, in Maryland, in the state of Maryland Park, with the ponies. I don't know if you remember my little video that was for the trip to New Orleans. And we also ended up doing West Virginia, and I did a video for West Virginia.
No, Mike, he is not.
So those have been out there. I forget what I called those. You're new, and I'm not just seeing your name. Oh, a buffering.
It's over.
Yeah, I have no trouble here at all, and I'm on the right channel. Using the Wi-Fi extender system, it has been very, very good for me.
Hey, it's a great place, Carla.
K1-ish is more of a thong guy. I'd think so. I love the banana, but I'm not much for a banana hammock. And I mean a real banana. I'm not saying I like cock, okay? I don't want anybody misunderstanding anything. Hola 300, I'm fearless.
Oh, Nancy
Oh no. Nancy, I'm so sorry. This happens to you often on Fridays. Nancy Santa Maria Latica must say goodbye. I'm so sorry. Yeah, if anybody can help Nirmal raising money for bringing her mother to be closer to her, she's in Pennsylvania now. Nirmal's in New York. So we need her mother to be transported closer. But her mother needed very intensive care and support. And thank God now she's stable enough to be able to move on.
Swanson, Johnson, Bronson. Swanson, Bronson, Johnson. Boy, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
Assawoman Bay still makes me laugh.
Assawoman Bay?
Assawoman Bay.
Yeah, I know it's Assawoman. Well, those are all Native American names, of course.
They may have originally been Native American names, but they transferred them to English. You can't tell me a Native American called it Assawoman Bay. Translation is Assawoman Bay.
I think it's Assawoman. I think Assateague, too. I think they were Englishized as close as they could. Oh my God, Jimmy Rick, what are you telling Shiley? Like she doesn't know that? Gross. Take your bare hand, wet it in the sink, and then rub from back to front, and then put your hand back in the sink.
Wild Pony Roundup was on Chincoteague, not Assateague. And Chincoteague treats, oh Rick, look at that moon. Look how yellow it is.
Oh.
You need to try and get a shot of that.
I'm moving. The hell? I think this thing is not on the right channel.
Well, you better check it.
Yeah, but...
You're okay now.
All right. Be cool in the whole backyard. Well, I'm not too happy about that. But I'm surprised nobody saw the moon.
I don't think so.
Oh, well. Do you see me now, hon?
Yes.
Okay. Just when I thought I had this whole thing worked out with the Wi-Fi, I try to make a little bit of a move, and that bullshit happens. I really don't know what to say.
Let me try something without moving.
Hon. It's over sideways. Why do you want to do it like that?
Because I'm getting the moon a little bit.
Well, but you could take the whole fucking thing over there, put it down again.
You should be able to see the moon, although you can't see it as well as I can right from here. And you're not buffering.
It's right here. Right above my finger.
Yeah.
Well, it looks a little bit orange tonight. Orange pink.
Oh, well.
I think a few people saw it.
But it's really big.
So, wherever you are, you may want to look for the moon tonight. It is rising more like from now, and then it probably isn't up in the high point of the sky until midnight my time. So maybe you count how many hours it is. It's going to be something like
no, Robert, not tonight. I've been working all day and haven't had a chance to shower. You'll smell me through the video.
so like, I guess it'd be 9 p.m. tonight on the West Coast. It'd be the same thing as now.
AJ wants you to moon everybody.
I'm not going to moon you, but I will do something else. I haven't had a puff for a while.
Hey, Sarah Wright, hello. We're not
Uh,
buffering now, Kimbra. That might be just you. It was Rick earlier.
yeah, I don't know what happened with the short period of time, but it's now good. Then you might have seen a cloud of smoke come out of my lungs. And I inhaled cannabis, medical cannabis. See, it even has my prescription right here. I don't want
Oh,
it
good
to.
night, Condor.
I
Come
don't-
back.
What do you think? It's not too bad looking, is it?
Okay, Rick. You know, we put your phone right in front of me. You get a good shot of it.
Well, we can't do that now because I'd be in the dark.
Well, I'm not worried about seeing you. You'd be back in soon.
Well,
Looks like broccoli.
it looks like broccoli. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's a nice floret. Is that what you call them? A floret? I like to cut the stem off.
I'm glad, Kim.
Mike, I would not want to waste my weed up my butt. I could see it being put into something I would eat and have it come out. Showing off my devil's lettuce. Yes. Brinas, are you new to the channel? That's Brignas to everybody else, but I think it would be pronounced Brinas. The G would be silent.
His hair is becoming grayer, Carla, but I think it's the light making it look lighter.
Yeah, I still have a lot of color in here, but I do have also the silver fox look going. Or pot brownies, exactly, Kimra. Remember, we went to a concert to see, yes, a bunch of us. I'm driving, and it was like a little station wagon. And a friend, unfortunately not with us anymore, he created a batch of pot cookies. I think they were chocolate chips. I'm losing his name right now. He passed away some time ago.
When we went to that concert?
Yeah.
Were they cookies or were they brownies?
I thought they were cookies. They might have been
They
brownies.
but they were damn good, I remember.
Yeah, they were damn good. We all caught a nice buzz off those things.
That's right, Swanson.
So, I think it was the Union tour. Yes, Union tour.
That's where, I think it was, let's see, June was with us.
June.
Me, you, and I think 3 guys. Because I know I was sitting in the back, all the way in the back, which didn't have a seat.
Danny. Guy named Dan was the baker, and unfortunately no longer with us.
That's right, AJ.
He still has family, and his younger brother, I still see him once in a while. Why doesn't Dan like Rod Roddy?
I thought he did.
He likes Rod Roddy to cut him down and play with the voice and all, but I don't know. Rod's not somebody I actually think about at all. So I'm sure if you think of Rod at all, it's better than most other people who don't really think about him at all. God bless Rod Roddy's spirit.
Sherm, where have you been?
Sherm, yeah, Sherm. Sherm's with the firm. Yes, I do enjoy the ganja.
Way too much.
I do enjoy it a lot.
I do watch them, Christopher Grimm. I especially like gymnastics and swimming. Sherm, are you a cocktail hour with Rick Virgin? Sorry about that, Mike.
Oh, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to remember Dan Bell's rendition of Rod. Just let Rod be Rod. You are, Sherm? All right. We have quite a few people tonight that are new. How many will follow through?
We've had one.
Already? Good. We would like you to send us a message by email, the new people, including Sherm, and you write to Rick period ADR at AOL.com. And I just got a very generous gift from Franco Lucondo. I'll tell you, $50. Thank you very much, Franco. I really appreciate it. So that's the whole thing we get to keep. Nice, yes. Thank you so much. Now that's great. Franco is able. Franco was very generous. This is not something we expect you all to do. So the message about the other location, the
Amanda,
PayPal,
YouTube was taking
is
a
more.
third. Now they started taking 50%.
They were taking 33% ever since I started. I don't know what they take for the videos that I put up, the views. So, no, not James Franco. His first name's Franco. So they decided on July the 1st, it seemed to me. Apparently, it might have been a computer flaw,
Yes, sure,
glitch.
you do.
Maybe it was a planned glitch because they're not trying to fix it. They're taking a half of all the super chat money from people, not just a third. So if that's what they want to do, we'll push the donation elsewhere. And they'll wonder what happened. Well, you're fucking me, so I'm not letting you do it. So thank you for all you who are using the PayPal instead. It's a little getting them back. Yeah, Ola, but you know, when we first started out, we hardly saw a tip at all. And again, it wasn't the purpose. I was asked by some fans in a couple of messages that came to me about a year ago, March. So very early in the shutdown, Rick, why don't you do a live stream more often? We really love when you do it. So I said, okay, I'll do it at least once a week. And then I started doing it twice a week. And I've been doing it ever since. And doing it has been just such a great experience because we have contacted with people. We've had people trust us that had issues in their life. They had depression, they had other things, family, health problems. And we've read their messages, we've replied, we've tried to pray with and help. And we didn't even think that was going to be part of the whole thing. This is supposed to be just entertainment. Well, it's entertainment and I like to have fun, but it's also trying to be there when it's a tough time.
Oh, I'm glad we did Swanson, Bronson, Johnson. I love saying your name.
Yeah, we really do.
It is a mouthful.
It's a mouthful. It's like, it would be a deep throat mouthful.
Thanks, so.
It would be very impressive to anybody that would love to make love to you in that manner. I hope that you've had plenty of lovemaking
Hey,
with your
Jim, got your
Bronson,
address.
with your giant Bronson
Don't
Johnson.
worry about the donation. You've got a gift coming.
You got a gift? If you will send us the
We
message. Good. I mean, I'm not sending cash. I'm sorry, but I hope you like it. Do you hear the stuff in the background?
They're the critters. They're the
We
peepers.
got tree frogs,
Ooh,
crickets.
I wonder, can you show a photo I have?
I could try. Now, if I was on my laptop, I can do this kind of stuff easy.
The frog that
Oh,
was on my
yes.
car.
All right, so give me a second to put it in. Hopefully, you'll be able to see it. It's
I think it's there.
all right. You can see the markings on this little frog. This little frog was how big, hon?
I don't know, maybe 3 inches?
3 inches at the most. That's her side view mirror.
On the passenger side.
On the passenger side, it was on her car, and she drove to a couple different places.
Before I saw it.
And then she saw it sitting there after one of her stops. So she ended up taking care of him. Let's see the photo of where you put him out. Now we'll show you what she did. She found a good place to put the frog, or toad, really. Found a nice little bed of grass and clover. Yeah. Oh no, it never stepped on him. It was stuck on her side view mirror on the passenger side. She could see the little suction cups.
No, I felt them
When she picked him up, his little suction cups were stuck on her little palm. Yep. So Darlene is a wildlife rescuer. Isn't that great? Darlene saved that little. I think it was really a toad rather than a frog.
I got your information too. Thank you.
All right, we got another. Was that another recognition of first time?
Yes.
Okay, we just got. What was the name?
Kristen.
Kristen, we got your email. We'll be sending you your gift. Thank you. Bud says, "Love you, Darlene." Yeah, well, I'm glad it. Nicole, I'm glad it didn't croak either. Yeah, I mean, I love. This is what we hear outside, and then the large highway that goes around Baltimore. It's called a beltway, at least in our world.
Spiders, Romeo's lover.
You know, it's about 1,000 feet away, and you can still hear occasionally something really loud. But in the wintertime, when it's no trees with any leaves and these guys are all hibernating, you can hear everything on the highway. Now, you can hardly hear anything on the highway. And it's all because of the living vegetation. Now, you just heard that. That's that exception, you know.
I don't think
Very
they're
loud
glasses.
vehicle.
Although I did buy him a whole pack because he kept.
This is not the newest, no, but it's newer. It doesn't have any scratches on the lens. That's nice. Winter's tough, isn't it, Brendan? That's why when we get to the beginning of February, we've had enough. Between the beginning of December and the end of January, 2 months is all we want to deal with anymore. Then it's Florida in February, where probably a low temperature of 45, high temperature of 70. where it's a high temperature of 45 up here, low temperature of 20. Yeah, we're in Baltimore, Nicole. Where I am, we're froggy. There isn't a lot of water here. There are lots of trees. And these are tree frogs. Toads, frogs, turtles. This is a,
Nothing kills cockroaches, potatoes.
it's called, in terms of ecosystem,
Yes, we do get fireflies in Baltimore. Not in Florida.
northern deciduous forest. That's where we live. We live in the northern deciduous forest. Deciduous leaves are lost by the trees annually,
Sure
except for
is.
evergreens, of course. So the forests of the United States of America were contiguous from the East Coast to the Mississippi,
Oh, wait.
virtually all forested.
Talking about
Yeah, and we fucked all that up. Can you imagine that? How much forest that is? Yeah.
when we were in Tennessee, when we were in Nashville,
We were in Nashville,
they
Tennessee.
had fireflies.
Yes.
And their friends were amazed because they don't have them in Florida.
Right.
And they know about them, they've seen them, and
Right.
they really enjoyed them.
So we saw the fireflies near the campground, the KOA. There was a spot where one of our friends actually found walking around, and went back with them, and it was
He and
dark.
I found them.
Oh,
We did
you
the
guys found it
trespassing,
first?
And then she went over with M to see.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Now, if you would go a little further south in Tennessee,
Hey, that's great, Christopher Graham.
there's a park. It's a campground. And I just saw this on Sunday morning, last Sunday. You know the program on NBC, Sunday morning? So you could look at this on YouTube probably and see the story. These fireflies are there by the thousands. It's such a display. It's the most bright lightning bugs there are. And the area where this happens is a very small little area. People have been going in there for years on park-led tours. And you come in, you bring a folding chair, and you can sit and wait. And there's nothing but sitting in the quiet and looking at the fireflies, lightning bugs.
Good luck, Namal. I hope you get what
Yeah,
you
Nirmal, I
need.
hope you hit the goal. She's trying to hit 2,500. Thanks to anybody who is helping out Nirmal and able to send a little money. We sent something earlier. So thank you all for helping her out in advance so she can get Mom up in near New York City where she is. That's where her goal is.
BK Groupie, because I can't say the other words. Welcome. Are you new? It's BEQUA, KYNSKA, Groupie.
There's a J Herbert 302. Are you new? And I can imagine your mosquitoes. But if you would go to where we go called Assateague Island, I think you could find that they're similarly bad. They're just not as large. They're very aggressive. They love to drink your blood. That's why at dusk you need to be sprayed up or in a screen house, or stay in your damn camper until it's fully dark. Put on some spray when you get out, because for that hour after dusk, I think it's just a mad, crazy burst of
Hey,
activity.
Sherm, send us your mailing address. Glad you found us.
Romeo's Lover for donating to Nirmal's fund. If you can scroll back, she just put it up a little bit ago, but she'll do it again. I asked her to do it like every 15, 20 minutes, so
Just posted it for the last time. So do it one more time.
do it one more
Jamal.
time, Nirmal, because we just got an inquiry by Romeo's Lover. Thank you, Romeo's Lover, Juliet.
Hey, Joey and Melissa, are you late today?
You used to do that, Buds, to the Japanese beetles? Ugh. I just had those bags that would catch them. And, you get rid of a whole bunch of them, and until the things smell so horrible, you can't wait to get rid of it. But I have not had as many Japanese beetles as I did. I don't know.
I'm
They're
glad you made it. Joey and Melissa just got here. They've been.
Joey and Melissa. Yeah, we used to have a hellacious problem with Japanese beetle. Maybe we still do. I don't garden for the last 2 years now. I haven't had any vegetable garden going. Let's all frown.
Good night, Jennifer. Glad you made it. Thanks for everything.
That's terrible. That's not a frown. Well, I prided myself on my garden, and I used to put pictures up on Facebook proudly, probably as a portrait instead of a landscape, because I wasn't a YouTuber yet. Now I try to make everything like this and not like this. So think about this when you take photos at home. This really gets a little nice view to, do it like that instead of like this. When you do it like that, people look at you weird, but you'll see when you play a video back, you have a nicer view this way instead of just a narrow little thing where you wonder what was over here and over here. Yeah, I can see the shoes, I can see the head. What's over here? I collecting shots, but I hadn't finished it. I was going to put together just some little funny thing for you guys this week.
Night, Joanne.
So
Glad you made it.
I'll do it for release in the next couple of days. Just something silly, a short little Rick Spit thing. But I got caught up in doing the renovation.
Got work to do first.
So thank you for sticking with me and not abandoning ship because I didn't put a video out
Good
tonight.
night, Amanda.
I did record a podcast
Good night,
with
Buds.
Dan Bell a couple of nights ago. I'm not sure if it's out or not, but it should be. I guess that would be episode 191. And I'll always give at least a plug one time for patreon.com/This is Dan Bell.
Oh, we have 99 likes. If someone has
Thank you so much. Is there anybody who hasn't clicked like that can hop in and hop out and hop in, click like, and
Raven.
give us... There's 100! Yeah! Thank you so much. Yeah, I love growing vegetables, especially tomatoes, because it's the one thing, it's not that hard to do, and you can't get better tasting tomatoes better than the ones that you grow yourself. Jimmy Ricketts, 100 days till October. Wow. My last 100 days, and then I'll be 62. Thank you, David Smith, for generous gift. $25 or 25 pounds, maybe it was. Thank you very much. He went on our PayPal and sent a gift to us. That was very nice. And we got couple of donations here, and I thank people for giving it, even
Swanson
though
with a
that
zombie deer.
we have greedy corporate structure called YouTube that wants to take more than they should from the creators. I hope other creators are out there at least letting people know, because I guess you shoot yourself in the foot possibly, but that hasn't proven to be the case. We've gotten some donations, been very generous tonight. Thank you as usual. I just want them to know that, you don't just summarily change things when you have an agreed standard. Treat people with respect, even though we would be called probably small business owners, others like myself, that do YouTube as a part-time or full-time career. Not fair. The email again for the PayPal is
Well, wait a minute. Gift.
bo.jangle@aol.com. BOH.JANGLE. There it is. Is it Bojangle or is it Bo.Jangle?
Bo.Jangle.
All right. So there's a period she slipped out, but Bo.Jangle.
There.
It just said Bojangle. You didn't have a period. So thank you for asking. Joe from Connecticut, had any beer? No, I've been doing vodka tonight. We haven't done a plug yet either. Deep Eddy's Ruby Red, which is a grapefruit flavored vodka, and it's been distilled 10 times. Super smooth, Deep Eddy's, in plain and in other flavors, from Austin, Texas. The Serra's Rick and Darlene drink Deep Eddy's.
I always go deep with Eddie, Jimmy Rick.
Yep, always go deep with Eddie. Deep Eddy's, if you happen to be viewing or one of your employees is, I hope that you would just share that. We constantly praise your product and would love to formalize some kind of an arrangement if you would let us sponsor your lovely elixir. rick.adr@aol.com.
It's quick when you're camping, Joey and Melissa, but it's good vodka.
Yes, people, I have the delusion of becoming a sponsor for anybody who makes anything, thinking that, I'm going to somehow make it as their spokesperson, Hey, the guy for Subway, he made good money on that for years. That lady for Progressive Insurance, she's been acting in their commercials for her entire acting career. Flo, she came out and started doing that right out of acting school. Actually, she looked like she was a little older than that when she started. She looks good, though, for having done these for 77 years. Progressive.com, we'll do what? We'll have the bundle. We'll bundle all of your insurance together, and then we'll send you a premium for all three, and you can bundle it right up your ass because it's going to be big. With friends like that, who needs enemas?
Oh, that's good, Kimbra.
The cold makes me achy and brittle. Fleet is calling me now. Yes, Ad Block Plus will make YouTube commercials go away until they give more money to your content providers. I will keep using it. I was ready to fall. I don't know what happened there. I lost balance watching. I was going off the stool. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up.
Tuesday cleanse.
Bekwa, thank you very much. YouTube, the modern oligarchs, making indentured servants out of all of the content creators. Sorry for this, EPP. $5. I'd love to talk to you all about my reasons. Hey, Bekwa, Kinska Groupie, rick.adr@aol.com. I'd love to converse. Sounds like we might be in the same choir. And if you're a creator, let me know about yourself too. I have to jump over if you do a live stream and give you the same treatment. But Tuesday will be spiritual colon cleansing with Rick Serra. So come prepared. Think about all the things you're trying to remove that are polluting your spirit. And we'll remove them and the massive shit clogging your intestinal tract. And you will not,
300.
you will not
Got your email.
be constipated spiritually or rectally again. So I'll see you Tuesday with 2 bottles all ready to squirt. And until then, have a great weekend, have fun, take care of yourselves, and of course, peace.
Good night, Danielle.
Good night, everybody. We love you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye-bye.